Guys, if you are able to see my screen and able to listen my voice properly, please let me know in the chat window. Thank you. Thank you very much. So let's start the class. Then I have enough confirmations. So yesterday we discussed about the starting of the project. So let us review what we discussed yesterday. So in Angular, decorators are important. In Angular, decorators are important because it provides a usage of the class. We have the class level decorator. It provides the purpose of this one. So right now for the component, what is the decorator? At the rate component. For the pipe, at the rate pipe. For the directive, at the rate directive. For the services and God, at the rate injectable. For the module, ng module. So these are the decorators are available. What is the next one, sir? Is all decorators are available? Very important one. It is available in the core package. All decorators are available in the core package. Now, how to create a project, sir? How to create a project by using ng-new example one. So once it create this one, automatically project is created, as well as the some sample logic also will be created. Now I don't want this sample logic. That is why what is the answer? Remove all the sample code available in the src app folder. src app folder. So I remove everything. What is the next one, sir? Creating the example. So in any Angular project, three basic files are required: one module, one component, one template. That is why what is the first one? Create a template. What is the one, sir? Create a HTML file. What is the next one, sir? Create a component. Create a component. Create a component. What is the next one, sir? Create a TypeScript file and create a class and provide the decorator and selector as well as the template URL. Next step, create a module. So in this step, what is the one we do? Create a TypeScript file and provide the decorator. So what are the configuration options here? Declarations, providers, as well as imports, as well as a bootstrap, as well as a bootstrap. So these are the things we are having. So the today's class is about one of the Angular topic, Angular data binding. What is the concept we are having, sir? Angular data binding. So just a minute. Some people are struggling. So guys, if you have any problems related to the data access or anything related to this, please do this one today itself, because I cannot give all the classes on the live. So please understand. And if you have any access related problems, please contact the management and have the things. So let us go through the things. What is the first one, sir? Angular data binding. Very simple. Very simple. Observe this. What is the purpose of this one? Accessing the data. What is the one, sir? Accessing the data. So first one, observe the definition. What is data binding, sir? Associating associating the component data with the UI. Associating component data with the UI is called as data binding. Is called as, what is the one concept, sir? Data binding. Associating component data with the UI is called as data binding. Sir, what we are associating and what is the steps I need to follow? Very simple. Observe, component is there as well as template is there. Component is there as well as template is there. So today's class is about this process. So right now, very simple. In program, in program, where we store the data, in program where we store the data, that is a simple question. Where we store the data, variables. In program, guys, in program where we store the data, variables. Now tell me, in the class we are going to create what's a property. I created a property. Now tell me, what is the property I created? ID. What is the property I created? ID. Now tell me, this id I want to display to the user. So very simple, we are going to use the expressions. We are going to use the expression. What is the expression syntax? As a double curly braces. Now tell me, we are able to access the data from where to where, sir? From the component to the template. This is nothing but we call it as what, sir? Data binding. This is nothing but we call it as what? Data binding. So what is data binding, sir? Associating. What is the one, sir? Component to data. Associating component to data with what, sir? UI means template. So let us see this one. Let us see this example, sir. So example. What are the steps, sir? Very simple. First step, create a property. So let us do the steps, sir. Create a module, comma, component, comma, and template. So these are the three steps, sir. Second one, create a property, create a property inside the component, inside the component. Third point, access the component data inside the template. So these are the things. So what are the steps, sir? First step is what? Create the module, create the component, and template. So if before that, what are the prerequisites for this one? Create the project and de delete all the code from what folder? App folder. Remove all the sample code from SRC app folder. So these are the things as a programmer we need to know. So what is the first step, sir? Creating the project. You already know how to create a project, sir. Ng new project name. Ng new project name. In this way, I can easily create the project. I can easily create the project. Now, once I create the project, what is the next step, sir? Remove all the sample code, which is already all our sample code is available src app folder, not the delete app folder, buddy. Remove the sample code in the app folder. Don't delete the app folder, because we need to place all our application logic in the app folder. Now observe, I will do the same steps. See, sir, I am removing all of them. I am removing all of them. Now observe, this app I am opening my Visual Studio editor, Visual Studio Code editor. Now you can see My app folder is empty. Now tell me, what are the files? I am expecting answer from everyone. What are the files I need to create in this app folder? Tell me the file names, or tell me the at least process names. HTML file, TypeScript file, and template. What are the feature names? Template file should be there, as well as what's a component file should be there, as well as what's a module means a module file is live there. So first step, I am creating the module file. Observe, what is a module file name, sir? app.module.ts. App.module.ts. The same way, create the file names first. Component.ts, app.component.html, app.component.html. So I created all the files one by one. I created all the files one by one. So now very simple one. Let me write the first example. H1 Angular, the UI part, data binding example. Angular data binding example. Now I provided the example. What is the next step, sir? Component. Now everyone need to tell this one. What is the first step, sir? Import. What is the first step? Import statement at the rate Angular slash what is the one? Core. And what is the one I need to download, sir? Component. What is the one I need to download? Component. Very good. What is the next step, sir? Export. Export class app component. Now, very good, Ravi. At the rate, what is the one, sir? Component. Nobody, not like that shake, means Basha. At the rate component. Now you need to tell what are the things I need to provide. What is the first one, sir? Selector, the tag name for our component. What is the tag name for our component? App-root. App-root. What is the next one, sir? Template URL. Template URL. What is the template URL, sir? app.component.html. What is the template URL we are having? app.component.html. Now I am asking the question. Everything is ready. Now, what is the next step, sir? What is the next step? Create the module. Create the module. Very simple. Import statement. At the rate registration. Angular slash core. Now observe, what is the one I need to download? ng module. Very good, guys. Very good. Now what is the next step, sir? Export class app module. So the naming convention is very important. App module. Now decorator at the rate ng module. Now what is the first step, sir? Imports. What is the second one, sir? Declarations. What is the third one we are having? Bootstrap. So everything is ready. Now observe, in the declaration part, I need to register what component? App component. So first we need to provide the as it as a bootstrap. Provide it as a bootstrap. And in the same way, in the imports section, I need to provide what's a browser module. So let us get the browser module. Because I am displaying my UI in the browser, this way we need to have the browser related functionality. Platform browser. Very good, Nagendra. B browser module. So the first step is finished. First step is finished. Now I am asking the question, why I need to use the ng module? Why I need to use the ng module? It provides configuration information. It provides what information, sir? Configuration information about the module. It provides what information? Configuration information about the module. What is the configuration information here, sir? What are the modules it is importing, and what are the components, pipes, directives are created as part of this module, and what are the services and gods are created as part of this module. And in the same way, what is the answer? What is a landing page for our application? What is a starting page, or what is a welcome page for our application? So all this information we are having, all this information we are having. Now everything is ready. So our first step is finished or not? What is the first step, sir? Create a module, create a component, create the template. Create a module and create a component and create the template. Now what is the next step, sir? What is the next step? Create a property inside the component. Create a property inside the component. Very easy one, sir. Message. Tell me, message is nothing but what type of data? String data. Or let us go with the price. Price will be what data, sir? Number data equal to, what is the value, sir? 100. What is the value we are having? 100. Now this is the information I want to access on the UI. So very simple. Observe, price value is, what is the syntax we need to follow, sir? Price, the property I created, or the property I created in my component. Sorry, where I created in the module. Sorry, buddy. Yes. So everything is ready. Now tell me, this is the data we want to access from where, sir? Component. So if you want to access some data, some property inside the component, put it in the square brackets. Angular automatically replaced with the value of the property. Value of the property. So now tell me, my application is finished or no? Tell me, create the property inside the component and access the component data inside the template. Everything is ready. Now tell me, what is the next step, sir? What is the next step? Executing the project. How to execute the project, sir? How to run the project? Ng serve. Very good. What is the command I need to follow? CMD. What is the command, sir? Ng serve. Ng serve. Why it is telling that? Because I am running the previous example, that is why it is failing. Now let us run the example once again. We cannot run the two servers on the same port. That is a problem. That is why it is failing. So everything is running fine. Let me go to the one, localhost colon 4200. Tell me, sir, you are able to see the value or not? So now tell me how you are doing, sir. Very simple. There is no rocket science here, sir. Very simple. What is the first one? Create the basic setup. What is the next one? Example related setup. What is the one, sir? Create a property. So you can access the data from where to where, sir? From the component to the template. This is what data binding. But actually data binding is of two types. Data binding is of two types. Two types. The first one, one-way data binding, and as well as what's a two-way data binding. One-way data binding, think in your mind like read or access. From where to where, sir? Access the data from where to where? Component to the template only. So this is nothing but what's a accessing the data, only reading the data. And what is the next one, sir? Read and write or modify means component to the data, component to the template is possible, as well as template to the component is also possible. Template to the component is also possible. Now tell me, how many ways of data binding is there? Two ways, sir. What are they? One way as well as what, sir? Two way. What is one way, sir? Only access. You cannot modify that one, sir. Only display purpose. Only display purpose. Only for what purpose, sir? Display purpose. And in the same way, what is the next one, sir? Edit purpose. Edit or modify. So at the time I will go for what's a two-way data binding. So today we are going to see the one-way data binding. Read or write, sir. Read and write. You can have the one. Now one-way data binding. There are so many ways in the one-way data binding. Observe one-way data binding. So in this one-way data binding, what you do? The first step, we can access component to data and can be used for different purposes. Different purposes. What is the first one, sir? Display the data. What is the purpose? Display the data. It is nothing but we call it as a what's, sir? Expressions. We call this one as a what's, sir? Expressions. Or some people also call it as interpolation. What is our purpose, sir? Interpolation. So these are the things as a programmer we need to remember. So it is used to access the data. It is used to access the data for display purpose. What is the purpose, sir? For display purpose. Angular data binding. So we have the one. Now observe, right now we are accessing the data. What data, sir? Price data. For what purpose, sir? Display purpose only. So if it is your scenario, at that time I will go for what, sir? Expressions. I will go for what, sir? Expression. So what is the syntax for the expressions? Double curly braces. Syntax is double curly braces. So this is the process. Following the things, sir. In the expressions, you can do the operations also. Let me show you that. Now observe price. You can do the dynamic calculations also. 100. Based on your needs. Based on your need. Again, it is your need. Observe. What is the value it is displaying? 200. Now tell me, we can display only static values or dynamic values also. Static or dynamic, sir? Dynamic. Based on your requirement. Based on your requirement, we can do what's, sir? Dynamic calculations in our expression. Not only displaying, also we can do what's, sir? Some calculations also. Some calculations also. Now again, let us review once again, guys. What is the concept we are discussing right now? Data binding. From between what, sir? Between whom? Component as well as the template. How to transfer the data or how to manage the data. So in this one, what are the steps we are having, sir? How many ways we are having? Two ways. What are they, sir? One way data binding as well as the two way data binding. In one way, what is the purpose of the one way, sir? Display or read or access. These are the three terms we are having. Okay, in these three terms, from where to where, sir? From the component to the template. Component to data display on the UI or read the data and do some processing. So these are the things. Now, second point. Attribute binding. What is the second point we are having, sir? Attribute binding. Now observe. Very simple. How to create an image? How to display the image in the HTML? What is the tag we are going to write? Image tag, sir. That is a silly question, but there is a meaning behind that. That is why I'm asking this question. Observe. What is the tag I am writing, sir? Image. Now tell me, for the image tag, what is the attribute will be there? SRC. For the image tag, what is the attribute will be there? SRC. Now tell me, if I configure ABC, it is a static image or a dynamic image? It is static image. Now tell me, profile picture is a static image or a dynamic image? Profile picture. Think and tell me, sir. It should be dynamic. It should be dynamic. Profile picture, sir. It is based on the user. If is changed to ABC to DEF, at that time it is user choosed image or your own image? Developer configured image or user provided image? User provided image. Always it is what, sir? Always it will be dynamic. But logo of your application, is a developer configured image or user configured image? Very good, guys. Very good. That's why I like this class. It's about real times or not like okay image kind of thing. So we need to learn the actual parts. In this way we can easily learn the things. Now observe, developer configured image. At the time I can configure like this, but my requirement is what, sir? Static image, dynamic image. I want to configure the dynamic image. So now observe, or value 1. Observe, db value. Just a minute. Just a minute. Once more. So now I am asking the question. This is the value coming from where's a database. So this is the URL value will coming from database. Now tell me, if it is coming from the database, it is a static value or a dynamic value based on the user configuration? Dynamic value. So right now, observe, very simple. I'm going to provide some internet image. Let me show you that data. Yeah, cricket god. Now observe. See, sir. Now tell me, if this value, if this configured value, this URL value is coming from the database, at the time Angular will display dynamic image or not? That is what I am telling. So right now, observe, we are using this value for what purpose? application related one. So in this scenario, I am providing the static byte, but in future, I'm going to change it to the good. So I'm giving the proper name. What is the variable name I'm taking? Use image URL. Can I take ABC, sir? Don't confuse with the variable names. Can I take ABC? Is technically possible? Technically, not morally. Technically, again, I'm asking. Technically, it is possible, but is it a best practice? No, that is answer. That is answer, sir. It is a best practice. No. So that is why I'm taking what is a variable name? Image URL. What is a property name I'm taking? Image URL. Now tell me at the time what is the one I need to take? Observe. What is the one I need to provide? Image URL. So if we are providing square brackets around the attribute, square brackets around the attribute, this attribute is expecting the value from component. This attribute is expecting the value from the component. Very simple. Associating. It is used to manage HTML element attributes. HTML element attributes using component data. Using what's a component data. Very simple example. What is the attribute binding, sir? It is used to manage HTML element attributes. That is why not the data binding. In the data binding, what is the feature, sir? Attribute binding. In the data binding, what is the feature we are learning? Attribute binding. So very simple. What is the syntax, sir? Syntax will be double curly braces. Syntaxes will be double curly braces. So observe. This is the syntax. Now you can see the thing. So now wherever you see the code in your project, double curly braces means what, sir? It is managed by Angular. It is managed by Angular. Now tell me, it is a value or variable, sir, or it is a value or property? It is a property, not the value. Very good, Pradhan. P. That's fine. So it is a property. It is a property. This property is available in what, sir? Component. This property is available in the component. So I will give you another example right now. Let me show you that. Link URL equal to www. What is the one? Google.com. Now I am asking the question. How you are going to configure a link in HTML pages? What is the tag I need to write? Anchor tag. What is the tag I need to write, sir? Anchor tag. In the anchor tag, what is the property will be there? Very good. href property, href attribute is there. What is the attribute, sir? Href attribute. Now tell me how to create a Angular managed link. How to create a Angular managed link. I want everyone to type in the answer. I want everyone to type in the answer. Very good, Satish. Very good, Basha. Very good, Pradhan. Doraya, very good. So this is the way we are going to do. This is the way we are going to do. Very simple. Here I am going to configure. What is the answer? Here I am going to configure Ravi. Little bit change. href equal to. What is the variable name? Link URL. What is the variable name? Link URL. So this is the way I can manage the things. Now observe. Let us go to the UI. Now you can see you are able to create the link or not. Now in the same way, observe. Right now it is going to the Google because the link contains the Google. But observe, if I am having the Facebook, It is going to the Facebook, guys. That is what I am telling. Now I am asking the question. Right now, our UI, our link is a dynamic link or a static link from the template perspective. From the template perspective, guys, it is a it is a dynamic link. Why it is dynamic, sir? Why it is dynamic? Because whatever the URL it is coming, it is displaying. It never have the information about the actual data. But observe, the same one I am going to configure like this. What is another one we are having? www.fb.com, facebook.com. Now tell me, ninth line. What about the ninth line, sir? Always it will go. Always it will go. It is a static. It is hard coded. That is why we call this one as a what's a static. Now tell me, this is always will go to the same web page or not? That is why we call this link as a what's a static. But what about this one, sir? If the component data is modified from right now facebook.com to instagram.com, what will happen, sir? If the component data is modified, link URL is configured from Instagram, from Facebook to the Instagram, what will happen? The link URL, the link will be changed to, the link pointer will be changed to Instagram. Now tell me, this link is a static link or it depends upon the component data? It depends upon the component data. Through what data, what binding, sir? Attribute binding. With what data binding? Attribute binding. So this is about attribute binding. What is the syntax for the attribute binding, sir? Square brackets. So this is another example for our things. Sir, what are the other ways we are having? Observe third point, property binding. So very simple. It is used to provide one component data, one component property data to another component property. So guys, we can discuss this example in the coming classes in the component to component interaction. So what is the purpose of the property binding, sir? It is used to provide one component property data to another component property, one component property data to the another component property. So very simple, c1 component having a, what is the property c1 component having what property I, and in the same way c2 component having what's a j. Suppose if you want, if you provide the association between I to j, this kind of data binding is called as what? Property binding. This kind of data binding is called as property binding. So next, fourth point we can discuss in the coming classes, not today. Fourth one, style or class binding. So how you are going to apply the CSS styles in the application? How you are going to style the UI, sir? By using what are the attributes of the element I am going to use, sir? Style attribute as well as what, sir? Class attribute. Style attribute as well as what? Class attribute. But observe h1, style attribute as well as the class attribute. Observe style. Now I am asking, it is a static or a dynamic, sir? It is always it is what? Static styling or a dynamic styling? Static styling. But observe, What about this one, sir? What about this one? We are using component data. We are using what, sir? Component data to manage the element styles or not? To manage the element styles. So this kind of data binding is called as a what, sir? Style binding. This kind of data binding is called as what? Style binding. In the same way, we can use the classes also. We can discuss this example in the coming classes. We can discuss this example in the coming classes. Now I am asking the question. We are, it is used to, let's use the phrase, it is used to, it is used to manage, it is used to manage UI styles using component data. Using what's the component data. This kind of binding is called as a what's the style binding. This kind of binding we called as what? Style binding. Again, I am telling that these 3 and 4 examples, not today, we are going to discuss in the coming classes. Some of you are thinking that sir is not explaining, not today, because you need to learn step by step. In Telugu, there is one saying, sir, Annaprasana roje avakaya anagodu. Annaprasana roju avakaya anakudadu. What does that mean? On the first day, you cannot learn everything. On the first day, you cannot learn everything. That is what I am telling. So I am giving the definitions, and we can discuss this one in the coming classes. Agree with that, guys? Yes. So now I am asking the question. What is the data binding, sir? Sending the data or providing the data or associating the data, whatever is the word. So I don't give the importance to the definitions, but for understanding purpose, from where to where the data will flow, sir, from the component to the template is possible, template to the component is possible, only component to the template. What kind of data binding, sir? Only component to the template. What kind of data binding? One way data binding. Component to the template, template to the component. What kind of data binding? Two-way data binding. Very good, sir. Very good. So how you are going to do? How you are going to? I want to display the data. At the time, what is the one I will use? Expressions. What is the syntax for the expression? Double curly braces. For attribute binding, what is the syntax, sir? Square brackets. For attribute binding, what is the syntax? Square brackets. Very good. I want to manage the style and classes. I will use what binding? Style binding as well as class binding. I will use style binding as well as class binding. So these are the steps, sir. So I will provide these notes as well as the example, guys. I am expecting all of you will practice in today itself, not tomorrow. So guys, everyone practice these examples. Again, I am telling, after completing your example, please send me the screenshot in the WhatsApp. Please send me the screenshot in the WhatsApp. Again, I am telling, if you practice in this way, the example on the same day itself, it is easy to learn, sir. It is very easy, dead easy. No need of any other knowledge. But if you postpone the examples every day, what will happen, sir? It will happen in our BTech. If you complete your BTech first year M3, M4 or first year engineering drawing, in the first year itself, what will happen? It is very good, sir. But if you don't complete the engineering drawing, you are done, sir. You are done. That's it. Never. You cannot pass in second year or third year or in fourth year. Those who are coming from the engineering background can understand this question or this answer. So again, I am telling, don't put the backlogs. Backlogs will be very, very bad, especially from Mac. Very good. I know that. Those kind of things. Power systems. What is that? Internal combustion engines. Those kind of engine drawings are. It is very hard, sir. Very hard. I know that. And the same way from the electrical department also. Machines. power systems. It's very hard. So I'm going to